Well, hello everyone, welcome yourselves back on in to Stranded Alien Dawn, the mildly modded, legendary little let's play. Very hard here that we're getting stuck into. As you can see, everyone is hard at work in the cabin or sleeping right now. I am back from my holiday that I was away from, so bear with. I pre-recorded all the previous. If you haven't seen them, do go check them out and I can show you where we're at. We're just watching up here. But as you can see, we were just building this second layer. And just start with parquet. Don't have a go at me for saying parquet. It's a little ongoing joke if you haven't seen the other ones. It is parquet, I know. But I like to call it parquet because it's something I used to call it. But this is where we're kind of at. We moved everything over, didn't we? And we're now in this area. We've got a good little farm set up, a nice little basic house. Everything's looking good. And we did get Mr. Andrew in as our drone over here. So looking pretty good. Now, we've got a little bit of idling, so I'm just going to fix that before we do anything else. And I'll just get them on low stuff here. Now, handle, we can put this back on to Connor for when they're done now. So we do have, obviously, deliver that can be done, but the drone may as well do it, so it's no problem at all. Now, we want to make sure crafting is priority for certain things. So, Jack, you're pretty much just going to be doing crafting here. And in terms of scavenge, we're all good here. I think everything else is okay. So what we're going to do is set up some craft pipe as well. I'm just going to let it play slowly. And in, what time are we on? 6 in the morning. Good stuff. As you can see, it's pretty damn cold outside, -7, but there shouldn't be too much more they need to do outside of here. So we're going to have a quick look. We need to get that dried smoke leaf before we get the smoke leaf pipe. And we can also get tea. We're just waiting for it to dry, so we can't physically make the tea yet until we research and both dry it out. I don't know. Tea's with normal leaves, isn't it? Let's have a look. There it is. Tea boiling. Yeah, it's normal leaves. So we'll try and get a bit of that. Night goggles done and Connor's idling. Don't worry about that. We will get more scavenging and all that done as well. So let's keep this going. We're going to need all that we can get from these anyway, and then the ground is recovering really nicely. Now, we could hunt up these guys for some extra food in the winter, which we might want to go ahead and do. We've got to be pretty careful. But I am going to try it. So, I think Jack, if Jack's hunting, we should be fine here. What I'm going to do is take these guys off. And I'm going to get Jack to go and do it. Henry's doing it as well. What's Henry got on him? He does have a bow, actually. That's fine. So, he can bleed them out. Thing is, these guys do attack. I forgot their name. But they do attack back sometimes. So you've got to be really careful. I'm not going to grab these bugs as well, so we'll see. Melody's also doing it with a pulse rifle. Of course. Let's see how he gets on. So this thing will obviously start to bleed out now, which is great. And we'll just make sure we butcher up these guys to get a bit of goodies out. You've got to be careful, though. Don't go too far, Henry. The more hits he gets, though, the better, right? And there she is. Jack. Melody. Don't really want you hunting, but actually, just crack on. Why not? We're going to bleed out anyway. That was just stun there, and then snipers on. Let's leave those guys doing that. How much stone have we got? 294. Now, we do need more trees, so we probably want to go ahead and set up. Now, there's a lot. They're pretty small, but I'm going to go ahead and cut down these guys. I'm actually going to cancel the smaller trees here, because they're not needed. We'll get those kind of in as well. This is a big waste of time. There we go. No, we got 2. It's not a big waste of time. It's absolutely fine. Let's also go ahead and hunt these as well, because why not? Melody, not so good with you. Connor should be pretty good, because he can shoot twice as fast, so he should take these down pretty quickly, but Jack's already hitting them as well. It's going to give us a lot of goodies. There we go. Come on, guys. They're all on it. And in the background, research is still happening. So, yeah, not bad. Let's go 3x then. I don't think they're attacking back, so we're absolutely fine here. That is hilarious, though, with the pulse rifle, right? Get out of here, man. Right, good bit of meat there. Perfect. So we'll get that on here. What I'm going to do is probably say, actually, let's take off the raw smoke leaf going forward. So I think the tea is actually a better shout than the pipes. Both are good, but yeah, I think that's going to be better. Oh, a very good helmet. So what I'm going to do with that helmet, I'm just going to play 1 speed, 1x. I'm going to see who has the best tolerance here. Oh, Connor. We don't have any jackets done. Am I making those? This is not good. What do we need? Cloth. Okay, so I mean, we can grab all this cloth then. Let's make that a pretty big priority before we do anything, and then we'll get that going. And risk a meltdown for Krista. What's your problem? Connor, man, what are you doing? Right, she's hungry. Let's get her some... Well, firstly, let's tell her to drink some coffee. Secondly, you can eat some porridge. You'll be fine. There you go. Oh, this is great scavenge. So Connor, I've just realised then, we can give that to Connor when he gets back. We just need that to come in. So that scavenge is really, really good. So we've got both a helmet and a jacket for those guys. We will work towards the carbon eventually. I'm not in the biggest rush, if I'm honest, so it's absolutely fine. And then hopefully that fixed Krista. Let's have a look. There we go. She's as good as anything now. Well fed. Scrap. Back to it. Connor, can you do me the honours then of getting that one on? And then we'll go through. So just having a look. The t-shirts. We are building some shirts below 49, below 38. So she could probably do with... What am I on about? I'm looking for cold tolerance. Above -7. Above -6. -4. So you're going to get the synthetic helm then. Christy, you've got one. And above -7. Let's give you a beanie. Rita, you can also have a beanie. Jack, let's give you a beanie. And then Connor, you can also have a beanie. So everyone should be fine. Melody's also risk them out done. I had them kind of... They should be okay. Insufficient food variety we can fix soon. Bench press is done. Why don't you go punch that for a bit? Yep, it's a few degrees better. The -6 there isn't great. So hopefully we can get a few of these shirts done. But it's worth noting that we have full heating inside. So as long as they're inside there, we're going to be fine. And we got a whole bunch of meat in for the winter. Beautiful. And we're going to dry those guys off as well. So I'm going to allow the raw resources from here. Now, we're going to just go through everyone's food. We're going to say, what meat is it? Dried meat, that's good. I think we're good across the board on this, aren't we? Yep, everyone's copied over and we are fine. So have we got our 6 beds? Yes, we do. Good. Right, bench press done then. Melody, oh no. Let's fix her. Drowsy, where is she? She's punching the pole, good. How about playing music? And then go to sleep. This should fix her. Not sure if she actually enjoys punching too much. We'll give her some kind of stuff here. She shouldn't be this low. There we go, we're fine. Let's get her to play didgeridoo and then she'll go to bed and she should be fine. So this will keep her good for a while. We need to fix the food situ, but we're not going to be able to at the moment because we don't have resources for this. Now, nothing's kind of grown, so... Right, let's speed it up through the night then. And 38 days through, so getting close to our first year completed, which is quite fun. The good news is she should be able to eat some dried meat really soon as well. And I could go grab some syrup, actually, in all fairness. Should we harvest a bit of that up? So we've got a bit more variety. So bring that over, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do for storage soon. Common cold throughout the camp as well. Cheers, Connor. And tea boiling is done. So shall we get some tea boiling on then? So we're going to say until 10. I think it takes some doing. You get 5 for 20 of the tea leaf. And I think there might be some out in the wild that we can grab. There is. Let's grab this before it gets too cold then. We'll harvest up as much as I can of these smoke leaves. And there's a bit more hunting we could potentially do. No queued research. Let's also keep that going then. And let's make sure we get some of this harvest done. So what do we want to go for next? Let's have a quick look. There's our first bit of tea, so we can fix Connor. Grab that tea. Connor, go drink some tea, mate. And then punch that afterwards. And that'll sort you out. And then back to the research. Let's see what we want to get on them. So there isn't too much I'm that bothered about at the moment. So just because of that, we can basically, well, get some, maybe a flat cannon or two so we don't have to worry about flyers. But the majority of everything should be okay because we're not hoarding goods and we're not huge on building yet. So the attacks won't be too bad. We're okay on that. Let's maybe get more into, let's go CPU, power cell. AI cores. We'll just get all the big ones done. Synthetics we're not going to be able to do much with. I could grab leather if we need it as well, because we'll have some use for it, right? Why not? And then the rest is going to be the trees. We've got 580, so that cutting was done very quickly. Well done, guys. Connor, how you doing? Your happiness should be good, right? So we're going to need some food variety. I think the food drying is getting there. And I'm going to go ahead and get some more for the winter. So I'm just going to set off these guys to be hunted. There we go. So we'll just keep that going. We'll keep the scavenging going as well. So all in all, not bad at all. Still happy with this defense for a while. It should be absolutely fine. And I do hear you on the defense and stuff as well. I am very much aware that you can do this better on a angle. So you can have one and then you have the next row like that. But I just can't be bothered. It's fine. The reason I can't be bothered is you have to do each row at a time. And it's a bit of a pain, you know. Oh, we're getting attacked. There you go. Look, this is where you need to be careful. So I'm going to play it. Let's actually draft her. Let's run her away. Try and get a couple of shots off. It is bleeding out, so it should be fine. You got to be really careful because these bad boys will attack and they hit hard. So do not get too caught out by one of these. She's not going to move very quick. Jack, do you want to... Actually, I think she's okay. I stopped attacking now. Just going to keep an eye on her for a second. A bit too dark, actually. Another one attacking. I think, Connie, you should be able to deal with that. Might have to draft him. Is he going to kill it before it gets here? That is the question. I think so. Yep, we're fine. Good. Loads more meat then. And each one, like I say, it's going to be transported over, so we don't need to worry. And we're getting a good amount of tea in and a good amount of coffee, so we're good over here. Oh, it's making the noise. It's okay. She managed to stun it. I think we managed to get all that cloth. No, it's just hide, so we didn't get the cloth in either. I think all of that finished up, so we are just going to have to deal with the winter now. We're going to get a cold spell soon, so we do need to be really careful. I'm going to be focused on just happiness and stuff for this one. I want to make sure all my stuff is built. So the roof is almost there, so we're going to have our own beds really soon. Own bedrooms, sorry, so that's going to be great. I will need to decide where the ladder's going to go, but honestly, I think I'm going to leave it and wait for the elevator. So it shouldn't be a problem. And there we go, got a bit of food variety now, so it should be alright. We've got a good amount of dried food in, didn't we? Dried meat. So my question is then, how long, where is that dried meat? How long does it last on here? 1 year. 1 year. Do we want to keep it there? My concern is this stuff. Under a roof's 12 days. So we probably want to move that in. I think I might go for a freezer room eventually then. We might have it separate. We'll have to see. When you hoard food though, it will cause the attacks to become pretty big. So I'm not too sure yet. Alright, common cold coming in, so we've got to be careful. I think it is time we probably go out, though. So, should we have a nice little look? So, that's 6 hours away. That one that was close, I might go and hit that one up really soon. I wouldn't mind to keep exploring, though. So, Rita, let's get you out. There's a little bit of grain to harvest before, so that's good. It's going to help keep us through the winter there. Then off she goes. I'm hoping, though, we can pull... Indefinite CPUs is always a good one, especially on this mode. And I do want to get up to some turrets eventually. I think I'll be staying pretty tribal with the defenses for a little while longer though, and I probably will start to build some kind of perimeter wall. We can do it out of just wood here, and I'm okay with that, I think. So, got to be careful with how we kind of approach this though. I don't know if I want to use... I think I do want to use the lake. Or maybe here. I don't know. I could start it like that. It's going to take some building, but let's do it. We don't really ever want the attacks to come from the back anyway. Nest formation. Mining of silicon. So we can't get scissor hand nests on this map anyway. That is in the jungle. That's fine. Get it out of the way. Looks like those shirts are coming in as well. Let's just check the clothing situ. Yeah, that's what we need to come in. So we got some pretty bad t-shirts here. There are trousers in there as well. There is. Okay, so who has bad trousers then? Just Rita. So when Rita gets back, we'll make sure we change her trousers as well. And then we're breaking down whatever we can that is bad. I'm going to keep doing that. And exploration is complete. Site with looks like a huge chunk of an engine. One visit won't be enough, so I'll mark this location. Come on. I came across a particularly interesting piece of the engine, but dismantle it to get good stuff out might take a while. I could use this time to get loads of scrap metal instead. No. I could go electronics or CPUs. I have 3. We're going to need a fair bit. Take your time to get CPUs out of it. So that's what we're going to do. She's bringing 5 CPUs back, man. That is a huge deal. And we've actually run out of storage space. That's for meds, so I'll sort that out. And then a shooting start we can go to as well. Let's get in another one of these. Let's get 2. There we go. So we've got our medic stuff sorted. I've got to risk a meltdown for Jack. So let's just double check what he's struggling with. Oh yeah, I need to sort them out, don't I? Who's he in love with? Rita, isn't it? So Jack and Rita. Jack and Rita. Gonna put these guys together. Hopefully they get that quickly sorted. Jack, do you want to move those two, mate? We can sort that out in a minute. If you just put these back, I can assign that one to Jack and that one to Rita. So hopefully they'll be next to each other. I know they haven't got a double bed yet, but that does count. So they'll be sleeping next to each other when she gets back. Otherwise he's going to be all depressed, isn't he? Bless him. He's okay now, though. He had a snowball fight. Of course he did. And now Connor. Acute pain. Hopefully with them we can get him to drink some tea. That should negate the acute pain a little bit. Let's keep an eye. What did we get? Synthetic leggings. Nice. So he's drinking the tea. There we go. So he goes down to moderate pain at half set and he gets the plus 15. So that should fix him for a bit. How about you punch that after you eat? And then you can get yourself to bed. And once we're through this winter, we'll be fine. I'll be able to scavenge a bit again. I think we're just going to have to deal with mostly dried meats. It's 33 meals. It's 10 per meal. We've only got a little bit of grain left, so porridge is going to run out. So yeah, we need to make sure we get a bunch of syrup. And honestly, we're going to harvest as many as we can when they get here. Okay, we have an attack. 63. And we've got some overgrowns in there, so pretty sizable. That's okay. Rita's back, so that's good. I am going to just let them do their thing for a moment. Rita and Melody are quarreling. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Do these guys not have... Oh, I haven't got blinking earmuffs for these guys either. Can we get some more of those, please? I'm an idiot. Let's get that done one time. So we'll get some earplugs in. We're all good. And yeah, we're good for this attack. I'm just figuring out what I want to do now to make sure they're happy. Connor is one. He is sleeping, so he'll be okay. There's the severe cold snap. So minus 18 outside, so we can't stay outside for very long now. Which is kind of scary. Melody... Please be careful. Let's keep an eye on it. Above minus 6, that's minus 18 outside. You can put a shirt on to make it a little bit better. I'm going to get her to come in. And what I'm going to do is turn off the scavenge for now on these guys. So I don't want them too far. I just want them to stay over here. I think that's pretty much it. So they should all stay inside. Inside should be fine. Yeah, we got a 13-10. Yeah, we've got plenty of sticks. We're all good. And there's the crafting of the earmuffs that we can get here. You're not walking all the way over there to get the wood, are you? Just leave that one. You don't need to worry. Just come inside. Connor, you're also not. Come here. I'm going to sort these guys out. So, who do we want? We've got double pulse rifles in these two. Minus 16 outside. As the day goes on, we should be okay. I am going to wait. Where were they? They're right there, so we've got to be really careful. They're pretty close. We've got about 1 hour, so let's draft you up. Let's draft you up. And then Jack, you're going to go here. Connor, you can come over here. Now, we could be cheeky and put in like a little fire and stuff over this way, but nah, that's fine. We'll just get them all in the middle. This shouldn't be a problem. They should still path where we want them to. Numbing cold, I know, guys. We will sort the cold in a moment. It's minus 15, so they're going to get pretty ill here. A bit of hypothermia and stuff. All we got to do is deal with this attack. And if you just check the health, you can see the temperature here. So just keep a close eye on it. They are going down. Here we go, though. They are attacking, so we can deal with this in a moment. Let's quickly speed it up. And then I think we'll watch... Well, we'll just watch... via this method, I think, rather than anything else. And let's see how much damage we can do. There we go. And we're going to get ourselves some nice bit of fuel. So it's only minus 11 now, so it's getting better as the day goes on. Pneumonia, there it is. I was wondering when they'd start getting ill. And there we have it. Big boys coming in. Getting trapped, and the fire should kick in. We might need to get those second ones in really soon, but those stuns are holding like you wouldn't believe there. So amazing what 2 pulse rifles can do, isn't it? There we go. Absolutely fine. Combat 5 for Henry as well. And pole fence damaged. Who's chewing on the pole fence? Oh, over here. Hello. He can't see that either. Jack, can you see it? Get it, guys. There we go. We're going to undraft everyone. You can get back to work now. That was absolutely fine. Well, what we need to do is make sure pneumonia, he can deal with that. No problem. Let's get all of these in. I want the light one off. And let's get all those butchered. All the big ones butchered. And let's speed it up. It'll be a bit of pneumonia. We'll keep an eye on them. They should be okay. We've got antibiotics, so not a problem at all. And everything is okay. So outdoors, it is coming nighttime. Let's maybe sleep. Cold snap, man. 14 degrees lower. We do want to get them sorted. So let's go through the clothing before we do anything further. Let's make sure their shirts are better. So we can get... You've got one. Rita, let's get you changed. And we have the synthetic leggings, actually. Christy, you spend a lot of the time inside. Who has hypothermia? Okay, you've got a shirt on. You'll be okay. Above -10, so they'll be going back inside in a moment. Let's give you the shirt. Who else has hypothermia? Connor. Give you the shirt. It's because he's outside. Just fixing Melody's unhappiness here by just forcing her to drink some tea. And then go and maybe play something. Oh, she's decided to eat anyway, so we should be okay. I think we're fine. Well, I think we're fine. Getting pretty rough. Look at that. We got a nest right next. Oh, you're eating the scarab. I thought it was a nest. All right, we got enough for the fuel to kick in at least anyway. So 365 liquid fuel. Very nice. And we can potentially expand this. So what we'd want to do is probably strip these down. I want two lots of flamers. I'd say 3 will be more than enough anyway. But, oh, that nearly broke. Do want to get at least some of this wall done. And all the transporting is in, so that's great. You'll see, it looks like my lights aren't working. It says they're consuming, but I can't see the light inside. And they do seem to be... Oh, no, they're okay. Just got to keep a really close eye on them here with their temperatures. I think they're okay. And Chris had a research insight. Holy crap, yes. CPU assembly is done almost already, so we should be able to get another one in. I know she's going to be doing these for a while. But honestly, I think... What do I want to go for, man? Probably the advanced research bench. Now, we've got a little bit of idling. It's because I don't want them outside. I'm going to leave it at the moment. But a good amount of construction happening. We're going to need a bit more wood cut down. Again, not something I want to do during a cold snap, if I'm honest. What's Connor's thingy here? Above -13, so he can pretty much stay outside, actually. I'm pretty sure Jack's close to that as well. So we'll get one scavenge on. Melody, above -10, -16, 6, and 11. Once you have carbon, none of this is a problem anyway. I'm going to actually put on nothing else. And new spaceship debris coming in there as well. Jack is idling. There is no farming or anything for us to do at the moment as well. That's why. So, absolutely fine. I mean, let's go out with one of them then. I think we could send Connor out. Maybe. He has a 6 physical. So, we could send him to the close by one. This cargo pod. Let's send Connor out on that expedition. It's only 4 hours. And happiness is back up anyway. Really do with not scavenging the fuel though, guys. That would be fantastic. It's not something we need right now. There we go. Scrap metal and grain. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's got medium physical skills, so we can get 200 grain. Yes. All right. No problem at all. I'm going to send him again when he gets back, I think. Now, this really isn't going to hold for the next attack either, guys, so I need to expand. Krista has hypothermia. Okay. She's coming back in, so it's fine. Jack, do you want to... Have you got earplugs? You haven't. Let's get you some earplugs as well, Henry. And then you can stop complaining inside. And then over here, I think I'm going to get... Let's see. Let's start by breaking these guys down. And I'm just going to increase the area in which we can work with here. So the back bit here, we can get rid of. Melody's got hypothermia. She's on her way back in, though, so she'll be okay. You can't work efficiently. Okay. Have you tried going to bed? That would help. All right. Dismantle started then, so I'm going to get a basic setup for this again. So perimeter at the backs all built, so we can start working into this. But what I'm going to do is get this going a bit further back. So we're going to move all 3 of these. Actually, how far back do we want to go? It's kind of annoying. We have to move them out of the way just to move them back again. That makes sense. So, put them out of the way for a sec. Jack has hypothermia. I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I need to be careful. I'm going to let them get a bit of hypothermia. They're fine. We'll deal with that. It normally would have carbon by now, if I'm honest. I've left it a bit longer than usual. I'm going to get 2 more of these guys in. Like that. And then I'm just going to move these back in again. So we'll move all 3. And we can actually tuck these in a bit more. In all fairness, I quite kind of like... I could build another one. And then I can grab this. So I am just going to leave it like this for a little bit longer. We'll get a little pole gate there. And back in again. And then once this goes, the sphere cold snap, I'll get in more wood again. But that grain coming in was huge. So I'm going to go back out again with Connor. I'm going to get him to go grab this cargo pod bay once again. I could get a second one out and we could... Yeah, you know what? Second hot air balloon. Let's do it. The center of them out. Let's try and grab in some good bits. Attacks are going to start getting much larger because our resources are going up. I almost forgot as well. We probably want to be baking the bricks. So I'm going to come in and we're going to put in electric smelting. But I'm actually going to remove these. We're going to go electric smelting, then that, then that, then that. And there we go. Welcome yourself back in, Connor. We can grab that grain again. And what that means is I can get some of these smelters doing brick. So we can get this flipped to brick and then they'll be happy. And it does mean we can do the inner kind of walls here with brick as well. Oh, hello. Did Connor find first clothing? I didn't even read, and he brought back different stuff this time. It was actual clothing. I mean, that's pretty good right now. The first stuff can be made at least. But the cold snap's gone now as well, so we can get back to chopping down a bunch of wood. Let's get those done. We're going to need a lot for this perimeter, so let's just get all those in. New insect nest. Oh, yes. Good stuff, man. Alright, we're officially going to be able to get our carbon. A good amount of it really soon as well, so... Alright, let's see how we want to do the rest of this wall. I think I want my farms inside as well, so I am going to utilize that. And I'm going to just build from here. So, next one's going to be there. We'll just box it in, so they at least have to come around these anyway. A little bit different. I'm just trying to do it a bit different, you know. We'll have enough for all that as well. Everyone's happy enough for now. Yep, Connor's all good as well. Plenty of food. And Krista's halfway through power cells already as well. She's nuts, man. She's so good. Alright, let's set up a couple more expeditions. So hunting grounds if we want... Oh, the ground is frozen. No animals come to graze. There's no point in that. But we do probably want to explore. I also want to be careful. There's one more cargo pod debris there. So I'm going to send Connor on that one. Then we're going to go probably engine debris. Is that worth? Yeah, armory bay. Should we do that armory bay? I think so. Let's get Rita out on that armory bay as well. So it's our 2 little crossbows. That should be fine. Warm enough now, and before we know it, we'll be back in spring anyway. Another week, and we are good. Hello. Wow, just sent you out. That's fine. We can deal with that. Okay. Some good news then. So we're out there cutting. Hopefully Henry gets all that done and can come home beforehand. We have lost Connor for this fight. I think we'll be okay. How are you doing, Henry? Silicon deposit. Nice. We'll take that. And expedition of the cargo pod. So get the first aid kits, get the soup, get the grain. I'm going to get the soup. So we'll take... Well, I say that. The good news is... Yeah, 30 soup, man. We have a freezer too. That's huge. That's huge right now. And we're going to need to get everyone back. So let's draft up now. Melody, Jack, you can get there. Krista, you get there. Henry, you come on over here, please. The other side. And then the other guys will be back afterwards. So just going to get them all set up. We've got ranged ones this time. So Jack's going to be sniping the big boys. And then the rest will come down here. Now we have 4 flamers this time, so it isn't a problem. But as you can see, the attacks are increasing somewhat, so we do need to be ready. I think Connor's going to be back in time. He is. Lovely. So Connor, I want you to come this side as well, please. And we'll just wait. I think Rita's still going to be a little while. And here they come. So the attack has started then. Is everyone in? Yep. Got to be really careful of our drone as well. We don't want the drone to get caught out. Armory bay. Laser pistol. Very nice. We'll take the laser pistol because I can upgrade at least this. I'll probably give it to Connor at this point. Is it just one? Yeah, that's cool. We'll take it. Right, what I'm going to do is get you garrisoned, please. I don't want you getting attacked. And here they come. So, let's see. Connor's kind of chilling ready over here. What I'm going to do, actually, is come out of that. I'm going to get Jack. And make sure he shoots the big ones first. I mean, he's going to do a good job with these, but... yeah, let's do that. Good stun. Explodies kill their own as well, so if you can hit them, it's pretty good. Like when one of these dies, it'll kill the rest. Look, it's crazy. There we go. Damages structures, but that's fine. Alright, big boy in yet. Jack. You can't see, so I've got to be careful to make sure they're in the right place here. Because otherwise he'll get down. Should be fine. They're going to try and shoot from the side, I think. There we go. Let's hit my drone, man. Don't you dare. Over there, drone. Over there. There we go. You're not hitting my drone. We have a bit of a problem here where we might get a meltdown as well. Guys? How are we all doing? You'll hit that one, please. Good job. Melody. I'm going to undraft Melody. And I'm going to get her to go drink tea. And then she's going to heal herself. Maybe? Yeah, let's heal herself after. We'll get her to drink that tea. These guys can finish that off. Absolutely fine. Not bothered about all these little ones here. There's a few more running around, though. We've got to be really careful. I know, they're agitated. They're running in the right direction. The flamers will kill them. There we go. Let's butcher that. Anyone else? There's 4 more. Let's speed it up. There we go. And they're all done. Let's get this done. So we'll butcher all those up. Bit of a broken fence, but that's fine. Unlucky. We keep getting attacked at night, unfortunately. I really don't want Melody to have a breakdown, though, so I'm going to make sure that tea is done first. Going to heal herself. That's going to help. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Krista's risked a meltdown now as well. Ravenously hungry. Krista. Come and eat. Although, is she a vegetarian? Did I just... I don't know. I'm going to get her to eat meat anyway. I can't remember whether she's a veggie or not. You can eat that, and then you can rest. Everyone else is good. Rita will be back momentarily. There we go. Krista, did it work? It did. There we go. Get yourself to bed. And another good fight dealt with. Welcome yourself back, Rita. There's a laser pistol there, so I'm going to give that one straight to Connor. I think that's fine. So an even better weapon there. And he's got double speed attack, so that's why I'm giving it to him. And then I am also going to go straight back out with him, or do I want to make sure he's happy first? I think I do. Got some serious food now, which is great though. So I'll kind of show you the border I go for as well after this one. Oh my god, Jack proposed to Rita. Of course. Jack and Rita want to get married. We will get them married at some point. They can wait for now. But yeah, what I was saying is I probably need to... I'll show you my setup with the smaller fences here. I'll probably just use stick, to be honest, because it's nice and cheap and we have so many sticks here. So actually, let's do that. So rather than the wood, I'll go ahead and get that kind of set up. So we're going to go for the stick one here. And what you want to do is basically leave a gap between your fence and this. And I'm going to go with a pretty wide gap, actually. And what that basically does is it stops the bugs going directly for this, and you can shoot over it. So otherwise you can't. If they come too close to this, you can't shoot over it. Oh my god. 20 degrees lower than usual. That's a problem. We're going to need to deal with that one as well then. So we don't want them outside too much. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to go with the outer fence. And then we'll have the kill zone in here, kind of away from this. If I bring this maybe a little bit further this way, and then we'll have the other bits around it, that leaves us a nice big chunk of build space. nice and tight knit to get our radio stuff in as well. And then we'll have like the kill area probably starting over here somewhere, in with the power grids and all that sort of stuff. I'll keep a close eye on these guys with their coldness, and I forgot that I had you still drafted. That was a waste of time. Sorry, Mr. Drone. Just looking, we are very full on storage space as well, so we're going to need to factor that in. I'm trying to think, shall I turn off dried meat here? Raw food I'm going to turn off on there, and what I'm going to do is get, basically, I'm going to copy another freezer. However, this one is going to have raw food and no cooked meals. So we're just going to dump them in there. So raw food can go in there, meals can go in there. So it's nice and close. And then I can turn them off on here. So there'll be no raw, no raw. So that'll save us a bit of space. Henry has hypothermia. Where are you, mates? You probably need to get home with that hypothermia. Thank you. And I need to fix Jack. Oh my god, Jack. What is going on, mate? What are you up to? You're equipping some shoes. Do me a favour. Let's drink some tea. And then eat some grain porridge. I think grain porridge is his favourite, right? Yep. There you go. And then maybe shoot some target. I'm micromanaging their happiness is still at the moment. So until I get carbon armour, we're going to have that problem constantly. It's just the easiest way. So I can manage them that way. And I think I'm going to send Jack over to deal with one of the camps in a moment. Because if I go and get one of these done, I think that one has 400. Probably do one of the other ones, though. That's going to help massively. Is this one multiplied yet? Happiness is fine, though. He's all the way up there. So hopefully I can get this sorted. Power cell assembly done. Krista had that research insight. And there's the electric smelting. So we'll start the bricks after that. Thank you. Right. Connor, where are you? Can I get you to construct that freezer first? So we get that food moved over. Henry's smashing through these. Outside is -20, so we've got to be really careful here. There we go. All the raw food can be moved in here now, so at least we won't have it going off, and that'll keep us good for a while. And there's the electric smelting. So I'm going to get these in. Firstly, though, just going to check the grid. In the day, you're on 96. So production then. Let's get an electric furnace. Got everything we need for this. And honestly, let's get 2. And I'm going to go with these guys doing metal alloy from scrap with the sticks that we have here. And then these guys I'm going to set up to do bricks only. So we're going to bake bricks in here. And we've got plenty of hay nearby. So we're going to say until maybe 300 bricks. And we're going to copy and paste over. There we go. So you can mirror. I'm just copying and pasting. Actually, you know what? Let's mirror. So when I update this one, it'll update the other. Much easier. Cool. Ignore the idling. I'm going to use the spare people to get me the hay from this giant's grass. And we're going to smelt that into bricks. We've got disconnected devices. So I'm going to need another pole, of course. I think that reaches, though. It does. So let's get that in there. And all the outer stuff is done. I think we should be warming up soon, so this cold snap won't matter. I think everyone's good, though. I've got some good happiness across the board here. And everything's okay. Bit of idling, Krista. That's always a nice sign, isn't it? I could get a second research bench, actually. That might be the play here. Probably should have done that a while ago. Let's get another research bench. What I'll do is just hammer out research whilst they're spare here. Let's get maybe... what do I want to go with? Laser pistols. A couple of explodey traps, because they're always good. Oh yeah, grenades, actually. Shall I get down onto those? Just remember how to get the grenades. EMPs, research grenades. Where's my grenades here? Find and produce ore. There we go. There it is, the interesting rock. That's the ore. So we're going to observe that one, and then we can get the ore out of that and create some grenades. Let's have some explodey fun. But I think whilst they're asleep or just waking up at 4 in the morning, well done, Jack, we are going to use this as an opportunity to end this one out. As always, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Really, really appreciate you. If you haven't already, do hit the thumbs up. Drop a little hello in the comments as well. It helps massively. Gas the video up, all that sort of stuff. And do subscribe. As always, really appreciate your time. Hope you have a great day. And I'll catch you in the next one.